again. My name's Gabe Zolna. Interesting little article that I just pulled up. Actually, there's a whole series of them. And what you might want to do is you might want to go to Google, and you might want to Google our death panels in Canada. You know, Canada is like our neighbor to the north. Well, there's a whole lot of articles that pop up. I got to believe that there's some validity to the articles. This one's titled, Death Panels Alive and Well in Canada and Coming Here. You know where here is, right? Yeah, according to this article, the Canadian Supreme Court, they ruled that under the law of the land in Ontario, a government board, not the family or doctors, has the ultimate power to pull a plug on a patient. Yeah, and it says that, you know, that was done from a 5-2 decision by the Canadian Supreme Court justices. I bet you they got the same kind of whack jobs in their Supreme Court as we have in ours. You know, like Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor, huh? Appointees of who? Oh, yeah, the usurper, the chosen one. But, you know, it's already in Obamacare. Because although they don't call it a death panel, they have a board. Remember I had done videos on this, and the board's only available between like 9 to 5, 5 days a week. And if you go to the hospital, let's say Friday night, after like 5 o'clock, the hospital can't call for any kind of approval. Therefore, they're not going to get paid. Therefore, they're going to wheel you outside. You're going to end up dying in the parking lot. You don't think that's going to happen? Well, it absolutely will. You see, Obama has no use, nor does it appear Ontario, for older people. The Americans that sort of built the country, they don't need them anymore once they don't produce revenue. And they become a burden by taking Social Security and health care benefits. Yeah. So what do? Well, you go over and you yank the plug out of the wall. It's in Canada, folks. And it's here as well. Now, they're never going to get it to work under Obamacare. Because, again, Obamacare was never designed to work. You got to ask yourself a question. And this is for the nerds that are out there. You know, the software, the code blowers. Why would they have spent $650 million in building an application with 10-year-old design architecture? Huh? You think that might be your first clue? How about the second clue? It doesn't work. How about the third clue? No matter how much money they throw at it, it's not going to work. And as I said in one of my recent videos that I posted, what do you think is going to happen around a couple of weeks before Christmas? Well, since Obamacare is supposed to kick in officially, where people can actually take advantage of all the many benefits, like Obama said, it works, that's great. Well, it's nothing, because no one's ever used it. And they can't, because they'll never will be able to use it. What will happen, I believe, is a couple of weeks before Santa Claus comes down the chimneys. That's even if he comes down, because I think that's going to be stopped soon, too. But anyway, back to the point that I was trying to make. What's going to happen is he's going to come out in the Rose Garden. You know, that same garden he likes to sort of go out in and talk to the American people, huh? Like he and Hillary Rodham Clinton did when they came out and blamed what happened in Benghazi on the video, huh? Anyway, you got to ask yourself a question about that. How come they were so well prepared with that ruse? Well, what that sort of tells me is they had an idea as to what was going to happen in Benghazi. You know what I mean? That might also explain why Hillary removed 14 armed guards of the military and reassigned them to open up the gates for Al-Qaeda. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a different story. You might want to go view MOV 01868. That's MOV 01868. That might give you a little bit of insight on Benghazi. But this isn't about Benghazi. No. What this is about is how we're screwed. That's what this is about. Okay? And once again, Obamacare, it's going to end up being a single provider, just like Harry Reid said. Yeah, because Obama's going to say, hey, we tried, couldn't get it to work, but now we got all your data, and you're not going to have a choice because we know where you are. We got your SSI number, we got everything. We're going to do this. Yeah. You know, the Jews and the Polacks and the Hungarians and the Slavs, they didn't see it coming during the Second World War. No one believed what Hitler was capable of doing. And they got slaughtered. And you know what? The same thing's going to happen right here, folks. Too many people have their heads in the sand. Too many people still doubt that Obama is an Arab, radical, extremist Muslim. And those that don't doubt, well, they're helpless, like are most Americans.